We actually take sustainability very, very seriously. So a couple of years ago, we were completely full in our data centers. And you see a lot of companies talking about they've built a new green data center. I would tell you my data center is the greenest one of all. And it doesn't have moss on the roof, right? It's not powered by hydroelectricity. The average utilization of the CPUs worldwide in the technology business is about 12%. So you brought that chip, now think about this in a factory, right? Would you run a factory this way? I'm using 12% of the CPU's cycles to do work. You wouldn't run a machine that way, would you? I mean, if you arrived and I was running my machines 12% of the time, you'd do pretty, yeah, I'm fired. That's what the IT industry does. We've crossed 44% utilization because we're pushing more work onto the same machine. Now, you can only do that today because of the software enablement and because the machines are so cheap, you can afford to do it, and they're all exactly the same. You visit my data center, it's really boring. Row after row after row, and it's all the same machine. But that's deliberate. So, my data center, I shrank it because I went from 5 servers to 1. I doubled the usage of those servers at 0 extra power. So you start thinking about green, which I think will be the topic of, it won't be the topic of the next decade, it will be the topic of the rest of my lifetime, and by the age in here, it will be one of the fundamental things that differentiates companies going forwards. You think about that, my data center may look a little ugly, right? And it may not be quite as flash as some new fancy one, but the greenest one is the one you didn't build. And I ran all of that extra processing at 0 extra power. If you go and read an IT magazine about how do you become green, it will tell you to go buy equipment to move air around in the data center to make the data center cooler. So there's a whole industry that's built up around this. We didn't actually do anything. We utilized the machines more. And it's a very different way of aligning the P&L to the green initiative. What else? There was a question over here. Yeah.